Is gold the new NVIDIA? That type of a headline might trigger some people. I think what gold is right now is a trend following story. There's a lot of fundamental flows and reasons why gold is going higher. We've talked about that extensively over the course of the past 12 months or so here. But what I'd like to share with you today is more how to actually be involved in it from an investment perspective and also from a more maybe tactical-ish perspective in immediate terms. So let's take a look at this and see if we can come up with some sensible analysis to make this clear. Maybe just quickly to start, let's draw that parallel a bit more, just to kind of trigger a few more people. And I'm kidding, of course. I'm not trying to trigger anyone, but if you look at the 12-month performance, as much as everyone's bullish NVIDIA, and NVIDIA's a good company, right? There's no doubt about that. But it's just a very crowded trade. You will notice that gold's up 37% and NVIDIA's up at 25%. Now, if you look at this on a 3-year basis, NVIDIA's up 423 and gold's up 48. So clearly there's a time frame question here. But what I'm trying to get at here is that I think what we're seeing, as I said before, is gold is now much more of a trend following story, which is really what NVIDIA was for a long time, and it's just taking a breather now. And again, it's actually down now on over a 6-month basis or so. Let's look at some charts and make this a bit more clear. So when we look at, I'm just going to look at the GLD ETF just for a starting point, and when gold trends, it tends to trend quite nicely, like with pretty, with very little volatility, I guess. This is a long-term weekly chart of the GLD, and you can see I drew these regression channels. Essentially, it's kind of like an average mean reversion type of regression. If you chat GPT what regression channels are, I don't want to go into a whole dissertation on it, but basically it allows you to kind of see, how much above the mean or below the mean a move might be, and you can see the move is very orderly. Like actually right now on a weekly basis, as spot gold, which is actually getting up to 3,000, the GLD is not quite there yet. We're reaching the upper end of that range. It doesn't mean we can't overshoot. You can see we overshot, for example, in the summer of 2020 and many times in the past. But gold's a good trend following story right now. So I think what's nice about gold is that the volatility is not crazy. So I'm going to quickly share with you what this looks like here from a trend following perspective a bit more in the near term. So I'm just going to take a daily chart, and I'm going to use something as simple as like 150 period moving average, which is the green line on your screen. And you can see when this rally started to take place, and we really started to break out in March of last year. And gold, as of right now, is up, probably almost 45% from that point. The 150 period week moving average, which tends to act well when something is trending nicely, is sort of at the very, very low end of the, you can see it didn't even really touch it, right? But I would say if anyone that's not involved in gold, and again, this is not advice here, purely educational, as you guys know, I want to just point out that if we were to see gold, or GLD in this case, get all the way back into the 250s, 260s or something like that, all it would be basically back to the lower end of a very strong upward moving trend. And that's why I say, when I say is gold the new NVIDIA, I don't mean this from, gold's never going to rally as much as in a single name stock like that, but it's going to rally very nicely with lower volatility, typically speaking. And so from a risk-adjusted basis, this could become the new NVIDIA in the sense that it's just going to continue to go higher, right? And once at the lower end of the range, might continue to go higher again. So the trends are very favorable here. I'll quickly leave you with the long-term chart. I made a video on this the other day. Previous big rallies in gold have seen significant rallies where I think we still have a lot more to go. Let's put it this way. If you look at gold, let me show it to you this way. If you look at gold in the past, rallies that we've seen in this thing, then we easily have potential to go into $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 an ounce. I think that's entirely possible. Past rallies, percentage-wise, have been a lot more than we've already seen so far. We've seen about a 45% move. Typically, these moves are more, like 60, 70, 80 plus percent moves. So I think we could have a lot more to go. And that's my update here on gold. Hey there, I hope you found this video helpful. Now, please make sure you click up here to get much more of our great videos, our great insight into the markets, analysis, and excellent interviews with professional traders and investors.